All right, let's see here. Oh, I just realized I have world traffic installed. All right, now I finally have X economy in. All right, we're good. All right, apologies for that. All right, let's remove the static elements. Let's connect the ground power unit again. Oh, there you go. Grouse here. Mr. Grau Adler.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I go through that whole entire startup and then X economy isn't running.
Yeah, it's good practice.
Exactly. All right.
So yeah, as far as the ignition is, because when I first started the aircraft, when I first loaded it, it wouldn't ignite properly. So I used ignitions and put them on. So in the real life, when you put those on, you actually hear them. That you can hear a noise going off, which those are going on. So you know when they are on or off. So now with the new update, as soon as I came out with the update, then it was not a problem. So
Okay.
I can adjust that on the checklist, and I'll move a couple of things around. The checklist was just made so everybody knows what they need to do in order to get the plane flying. As far as a sequence, it's pretty close, but if you guys want exactly where you need to be at, and if you're holding short of the runway and you get cleared for takeoff, that's going to be different things that you're going to
I,
you're going
I
to do. So,
actually, oh, you know what? I need to reconnect to Pilotedge before they lose my clearance. I actually think that
Connected to
I'm going to
Pilotedge.
modify it a little bit more in that there's things on here that I don't need to do. For example, I don't have to check the speed brakes, for example, or I don't have to check thrust reversers. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
right.
they're not gonna fail. But if I want to simulate a real world flight, then I will choose to check speed brakes and thrust reversers on the ground. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
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 And I'm also not going to check fuel quantity most of the time, especially if I'm flying on FS economy, which I've already done the fuel quantity check. But actually, it doesn't hurt to check it. But the thing is when you're renting a Citation, you don't normally want to turn on FS economy until the last possible second. So you won't be checking you won't be renting the plane and then checking fuel quantity until much later. But yeah. So, all right, beacon light on. Navigation lights back on. I'm assuming it's automatically powered up via the GPU. Okay. Gens do not come on. Fuel boost pumps to normal.
So whatever position they should be in the normal position right now. So you leave those alone.
It's in the off position on the fuel boost.
Okay, we don't want fuel boost. Fuel boost is already going to be taken care of. So, or fuel is already be taken care of. So it stays in the position that it's in.
Well, let me clarify because the checklist says fuel boost pumps normal. And then the default position for fuel boost is off. So there's a 3-position switch, right? So do we
Right.
go
So
do we
they need
follow
to
the
stay.
checklist?
Well, they need to stay in the normal position, which is down.
Yeah, so I do have to move them. So that when you say stay in the normal position, not stay in the default position, you're saying
Right.
stay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then ignition normal, which it is. All right, and then we're gonna try this gate thing that I programmed. Oh, it works. Well, it did work. Hold on.
They should only go up. They don't think you're going to have something that's going to go down because you're just getting them to lift up. After they go
Yeah.
past the gate, they'll go ahead and go back down into the detent.
Okay, I'm gonna lift them up. All right engine start. Waiting for 8%. There's 8. Watching the ITT. Uh-oh. ITT's not moving. Turbine is. That's bad. Why is that happening?
You came over the gate?
I did for a second.
You might have gone back down to fuel cutoff.
Oh, I think I did. All right, now we're going. Let's see if it hot starts. Get ready on the disconnect. Oh, no, we're good. All right. Whew, that was not simulated correctly. Okay. Left engine. Okay.
I do not have my chat open, so if somebody says something, just let me know. I'm just doing this via Discord. So.
Okay. Okay, AC and avionics coming on. Oh, in order to arm, have you found that you have to restart it?
Oakland Center.
No, it's always armed properly.
And that arms the nav?
Standby 146.
Yeah.
It changed. I'm hanging
Okay.
on.
That's right. It worked for me when we did the short flight to Vegas. It's weird. Okay, cabin pressure. We're going to go up to 10,000. Which, do you really pressurize when you're staying below 10 or 11?
Yeah, because you're not at ground. You're not where you started from, so.
Okay. But you wouldn't have to normally pressurize, right?
We always, even if it's a short flight, we always just, it's part of the sequence. You just let the plane do what it needs to do.
Okay. Okay, so I'm
you're
going to
go
go
pressurize aircraft, so.
Flap 7. Pressure source to
Everyone 507 Bravo Oakland Center, roger. Climb and maintain flight level 210.
pitot on. Set speed 190.
Speed already set to 190 knots.
I didn't do the disable. No, that's what we were just talking about, Townall. On our flight to Vegas that I did with Grau, it armed the nav, no problem. But you're talking about approaches though, aren't you? Rather than just nav following to waypoints, maybe. Yeah. JSNAV 1982 is here. The job interview, it was horrible. Half of it I was sick in the bathroom, the other half Flyboy was crying. So the
So let's set your speed for 200.
set speed 200.
Speed 200 knots.
We climb at 190 in the 525. The 550s usually climb at 200.
The speech program is called planecommand.com, KDET. Yep. All right, am I ready for taxi? So we got Jen's on. Jen's coming on, I mean. And then for taxi, we're going to do just nav lights. Or are we doing anti-collision or?
No, you'll do your navs and you can do the
recog.
What do you have on now? Yeah.
I just have nav and recog on now.
Okay. You should have nav and beacon.
Yeah, beacons was on for engine start. Yep.
Okay.
All right, I need to redo my squawk code. 3017 altitude reporting. Okay, I think we're ready for taxi. Definitely going in slow roll mode today. Salt Lake City ground, Snack Air 572, Jet Center, taxi with Victor.
Snack Air 572, Salt Lake City ground. Good morning. Thanks for Victor. Runway 17, taxi via Kilo.
17 via Kilo, Snack Air 572. I noticed the plane doesn't start moving until about 35%.
Takes a little bit, a little heavy.
Oh, crap. We almost drugged the GPU. Oh, that'd be funny if that was simulated.
That's actually happened.
I'll blame that on the ground crew. Sometimes interviews you think are better the ones that work. Yeah. Well, if I had been honest with them and said, you know, by the way, I'm interviewing from the bathroom, and oh, by the way, that's my 2-year-old that's throwing a fit. Normally, I'd go, you know, to my office, to somewhere quiet and be alone, etc. But I was watching Flyboy while Mom was out, and so yeah, the interview kind of went bad. But in hindsight, the job that I was interviewing for, I wasn't super duper excited about, actually. So, oops, I'm not on Kilo. I'm on the ramp, so I can come out to Kilo now. Here we go. This is where you normally do your thrust reverser check.
Yeah, so we do thrust reverser check. We go full flaps and then speed brakes, just to make sure everything works. Then we stow the speed brakes, and then we don't have in the 525, we have what's called thrust attenuators, so it's not a bucket. It actually it basically just turns the thrust outwards.
Ah, okay. If you would have checked the speed brakes, you would have seen the GPU. Ah, that's true. But they check the speed brakes while in taxi, I think. Am I right or no? Do you check it while stopped, the speed brakes? Grow. Oh, he disconnected. He'll come back. Are you back?
Yeah, what happened there?
I don't know. Will you check the speed brakes while you are stopped, or do you check them while you're taxiing like we did the other day?
Either or. I mean, it's just we usually check them as we're sitting because we're going through a certain sequence. So before we even actually taxi out, we're just, you know, we go speed brakes check, and then we look at them, and then we put them and stow them, and then we call stowed.
Okay. All right, so ignitions need to be on for takeoff. I can do that now, right?
Yep.
No anti-ice required. Lights coming on.
Yep, so we'll make sure we have anti-collision lights, landing, and then recognition lights. Make sure those are all on.
Anti-collision light is on.
Salt Lake City clearance, good morning. Delta 1218, with information Charlie is requesting IFR to San Francisco.
Delta 1218, Salt Lake City clearance, clear to San Francisco Airport, Desert 1 departure, Battle Mountain transition, then as filed. Climb and maintain 10,000. Salt Lake City departure frequency 128.1, squawk 3714.
Clear to San Francisco by the Desert 1 departure, Battle Mountain transition, climb to 10,000 feet, expect full cruise altitude 10 minutes after departure. Departure is 128.1, squawk 3214, Delta 1218.
Delta 1218, confirm squawk 3714, 3714.
3714, Delta 1218.
Delta 1218, thanks, readback is correct, we're departing south.
Roger, departing south, Delta 1218.
You already checked your trim and everything?
I did on the last one. After the reboot, I haven't actually. Oh, trim looks good.
I would just trim it forward just a little bit. We need a little bit of nose down trim.
Okay, nose down trim. All right.
Just a little bit, like 3 seconds.
Okay. And then it's going to automatically capture that 8,500, right?
Once you so you're going to go yaw damp, autopilot engaged, indicated airspeed.
IAS, okay.
Yep. And then nav, and then HSI and nav needs to be on, and it'll capture all that, and then altitude select.
So far as the HSI nav, that's just, I'm just going to click on nav, right? Yeah.
You nav and HSI need to have both of those on.
Oh, over there. Okay, so because there's a nav button and then there's a nav/HSI. What's the difference?
Yep. It's because it's just showing that you're using navigation, and then you also want to use your going navigation. So I always have both of those selected for it to capture both.
Okay. So when you hit, so you hit nav and nav HSI, or do I just need to hit just nav HSI?
I hit them both.
Okay. So they'll both light up.
On the 525, we just have one button. It just says nav. It doesn't say anything else. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of annoyed. Project Fly doesn't have a 550. They have.
Yeah, I saw you had 560 up top.
Yeah, yeah. Have to talk to him about that.
A much different bird, the 560 versus the 550.
Well, maybe there's something in the list that would be more accurate. I'll have to show you the list, and then you can help me decide.
Okay.
All right. I think we're ready for takeoff.
Okay, things are going to happen fast because you're only going to 8,500. So.
Yeah, I'm scared. So it's going to be. I'm going to bring up the mini autopilot menu here. So it's going to be okay. So we're going to go. We're going to take off. We're going to be the gear up. We're going to be the flaps up when we're at what speed and what above ground. Should we do the flaps maybe?
Ref plus 40. So say you rotate at 100 knots. When you hit 140, then flaps up.
Flaps up. Okay, and then yaw damper coming on. Autopilot on, indicated airspeed on, and then nav HSI, nav and nav HSI,
and altitude select.
And then altitude select. Oh my gosh! Oh, Tree Grinder is continuing the gifted sub from Cirrus Max. Thank you, Tree Grinder. I do really appreciate that. That was very kind of Max to gift you, and very kind of you to continue the support. All right, I think I'm ready to die. Let's go. Salt Lake Tower, Snack Air 572, short 17.
Snack Air 572, Salt Lake City Tower. Good morning. Turn right heading 295. Wind variable at 3, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, right heading 295, clear for takeoff 17, Snack Air 572, good morning. So we got it now, a heading. Crap. Set heading 2905.
Heading 2905 degrees.
You guys can hear my first officer in high fidelity banging around the cockpit. I like it.
It's a windy day down here.
How are the fires? Are you being okay? You safe?
Yeah, no, we're good. They're just they're on the hillside now, so it's clear of everybody, just the hills.
'Cause, 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 ' Good. It's gotta be scary for some people out there, man.
Wasn't fun the first couple days for us, for sure.
98% on takeoff?
98%.
I got a master warning. Why?
Because you didn't set the dial. Sometimes the dial needs to be set to 98%. It's fine. It's just an N1. You're good.
Okay.
Just keep rolling.
Okay, there's one gear coming up.
Enjoy your snack air flight. Cold beer on
Okay,
tap.
almost
Left overhead.
Almost 140. Flaps coming up. We're gonna go right heading 295. So I'm gonna go autopilot on, yeah, damper on, heading IAS, altitude select. And I'm not going to put on the nav HSI until I get off of vectors. Well, I don't need to be on nav HSI at all until, because I'm VFR, but. Okay, 5,900.
Stagger 572 radar contact, say altitude leaving.
6,000 leaving.
Stagger 572, thanks. Contact departure, have a great flight.
Over to departure, have a good one. Snack Air 572. Hopefully this plane stops at 8,500.
As long as you selected altitude, select it will.
Salt Lake City departure, Snack Air 572, 7,400, climbing 8,500.
Stagger 572, Salt Lake City departure, under altimeter 3054, turn left heading 260 and parallel I-80 westbound.
Left heading 260, parallel I-80 westbound, Snack Air 572. Oh, baby.
I remember reaching 8,500, your aircraft's going to level off, and we get ready to pull back on that power because it's going to accelerate forward.
Okay, so pulling back power. Oh, because we're no longer in IAS mode. Once it finds, okay.
Yep.
Okay, wants me to parallel I-80. I love this plane, Grau. This plane is so freaking cool. Did you guys see that whole departure takeoff? Marcus made that wonderful. I'm going to parallel I-80. Puck Van Eyck, I do love country music. Take a look at this song when you get a chance. Oh, I will do that. It may scroll off the screen, though. So maybe someone posted on my Discord for me, or if you can, someone. 8,500, baby. One more time. There we go. Oh, my goodness. When he says parallel I-80,
Delta Foxtrot Golf Charlie Whiskey, contact Seattle Center 121.4.
I can just keep it in my, in my off to the left side, right? Yeah. How close does he want me to parallel, I guess, is the question. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Just hit all the buttons on the autopilot, pick a 5-string. Yeah, exactly.
Delta Foxtrot Golf Charlie Whiskey,
Okay, are you
Seattle Center,
in a spot where you can change some more buttons now?
Yeah, I'm just paralleling I-80. I know I-80 does a little bend here. We're a little bit off course here, but I think he knows what he's doing. Yeah, more buttons, please. Let's do sync, like a engine sync.
Yep,
maybe
go to fan. So it'd be to
fan.
the left.
Okay.
572 is clear to the bar.
Okay, landing lights.
Oh, hold on.
Navigation, maintain VFR, appropriate VFR altitudes.
Okay, cleared out of the Bravo, and we'll maintain VFR altitudes and VFR condition. Snack Air 572. And resume on nav. So now I can go up to 10,500. Set altitude 10,500.
Altitude 10,500 feet.
So now, should I just do the IAS speed to go up to that altitude, or should I do...
Yes. Nope. IAS. Yep. Climb at 200 again.
Altitude select on, IAS on, and then I'm going to come down here to my GPS, and I'm going to go direct flight. Oh, crap. I didn't put in a flight. That was the previous time. Okay, so flight plan, add a waypoint, Kilo, Echo, November, Victor, enter, direct, flight plan, and Wendover, activate. Okay, and then I'm going to change this to nav HSI.
Yes.
Or, sorry, nav and nav.
HSI.
Oh, it's not working. Oh, need to change my CDI. Okay, there we go. Nav. It says nav HSI says it's GPS is lit up. What does that mean? I wonder.
It's going off your GPS.
Okay, now I'm gonna go. Now, how come it's not? Oh, I need to lower my. I need to lower my speed in order for it to climb, huh? Or add power.
You need to add power. Go back to 98% N1.
Okay, 98%. This is exactly what I thought. It's so good that it seems so real. You talking about the country song or the Pilotedge experience this morning? All right, coming up. We're within 1,000. That's why it's beeping at me. All right, I just want to click this. Yeah, it doesn't have a nav HSI on. It just says GPS. So okay. And now we're up here. I can 10,500. I can let the speed bump up a little bit. I'll keep it at 98. All right. Any other buttons I need to be hitting? Landing lights off?
Yes. Landing lights off. Ignition. Go back to normal.
Okay. Ignition to normal.
And you're going to 10,500, so 98%. You might climb past or overspeed past 250 knots. Just a little bit, so I would probably pull the power back. Just watch your power because
I can go over 250.
No, I know, but it's going to go way over because you're so low.
Okay, so pull it back to like 80 something maybe.
No, do 95. Let's try that.
95. I mean, I can go I can go to VNE if I need to, right? Because I'm above 10,000.
Right, but you're going to go. You'll end up going way over just because of how low you are.
Okay. All right. What else? What about recog? Uh-oh. What's that beeping noise?
The beer horn, because you're overspeeding, like I was saying.
I'm overspeeding at 200 and... I'm only at 331 ground.
You're overspeeding. Look at your airspeed. I know it's going to be over 260.
Yeah, it's 280.
Exactly. So that's why we got to keep coming back on the power.
Oh, it's a really annoying noise. I didn't think this plane would overspeed that low. I thought it could go faster.
No, they call it a slowtation. It is slow, but it is fast in some areas.
Okay, well, it's faster than a Skyhawk. All right, sorry, I missed that. So recog off.
Yep.
And then what about anti-collision?
No, you can leave those on. Everything else is set.
All right. What about anti-skid?
Nope, leave it on.
It was off by accident.
Whoops.
Whoops. Going out to the desert. Going out to Wendover. Gonna play in a poker tournament. Uh-oh. Either a tile load.
572, contact Salt Lake City Center, 133.25.
3325, Snack Air 572. Salt Lake City Center, Snack Air 572, 10,500.
Snack Air 572, Salt Lake Center. Good morning, Salt Lake City, altimeter 3054.
That's a very high altimeter. Thank you for giving us service on the first Snack Air PE flight.
Love it.
Oh, baby. Now, if anyone's going to put us at half speed, then on this video. All right. Anything else? FO? CFI? Virtual CFI, that is?
Oh, that's it for right now.
Okay. This is fun. This plane is the only... I really... So you're saying, and others have said, that this default FMS, it won't follow the VNAV on the SIDS and the stars, or does it sometimes, or does it never?
No, it has not. It has not to me.
Huh. And so when you've done a SID and a star on Pilotedge, or have you done a SID and or a star on Pilotedge in this?
Not on Pilotedge, just regular. I just do it manually.
Yeah, that manual thing would just be hard to do. Just sit back and enjoy your suntan. Yeah, yeah, because it's super hot in this cockpit, I learned, because there's some big windows. But if you get cool sunshades, right, Grau, then it might help a little bit.
Mr. Prozac.
Yep, and then apparently it's got SPF protection and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to order those next week.
Very cool.
Already.
Very cool.
So I figure we keep on doing a bunch of flights like this. We'll get you dialed in. It'll just be a nice, easy flow every single time.
Oh yeah. So in the real world, do you have to have two pilots in this, or no?
No, you can get single pilot operations.
Okay.
Yeah. But a lot of companies now just like having two pilots.
Do you have two, or just one?
I mean, no, we have two.
Okay. So I can't sit up front.
Yeah, you can sit up front.
Okay. Give the other guy a break.
Is rated single pilot. Yeah, the aircraft is rated single pilot. So. Okay.
Good day, Nightmare Frame. I'm just thinking that on those, assuming that, I make the big assumption here, but assuming that your client is okay with me as, you know, a passenger on occasion, I'm going to try to go with you on some of those WSOP runs.
You got it. More than welcome.
Since you invited me. I'm not inviting myself, everyone. Don't worry. Yeah, I do want to get this dialed in, and then I want to dial in somehow I want the ability to follow VNAV. LNAV is easy. It's the VNAV that's the problem. Snack. We had to get Pilotedge authorization. Pick a 5-string. It was there was probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 412 documents that we had to file. Lots of signatures. Several in-person meetings, but we finally got the stamp of approval this morning, actually.
3040 altimeter Delta Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey.
Yeah, today at 9:14 a.m. the agreement was officially signed off on for Snack Air to use that call sign on Pilotedge.
Plot 07 Bravo, contact Los Angeles Center 135.5. Good day.
Contact Los Angeles Center 135.5.
Actually, Marcus wasn't involved. You gotta go to the big guy that's in this emote. But I'm really happy that we got to work the first one with Marcus. That's really cool. But this guy, this is actually a picture of the big guy right there, standing next to a chalkboard with the word PE. Mr. Smith, who did a wonderful job last night as Salt Lake City approach on that event. I don't know if any of you guys saw that. It was pretty legit. All my PE call signs keep getting rejected. Engine out, dead stick, mayday, wheels up. Yeah, what is wheels up? Wheels up's call sign in the real world. By the way, I can report my cold is 12% better today than yesterday.
Every day counts. Every little counts.
Yeah. Oh, did I start my snack air flight? Yes, I did. Whew. I was like, oh man, if I didn't start that flight, I would have been so mad. So when are you flying next, Andrew? Do you know?
I think we're going to Denver, but then there was talk about Austin, Texas. I don't know. It's kind of all over the place, and I don't know when it is yet. There's no set date. We're getting ready to start drilling again, so we've been busy with that.
You woke up this morning, Huff Daddy, with a cold? Yeah, apparently that is not a politically correct adjective. So, but at least you're, you know, getting entertained in the streamage. Well, we've got Fly Girl's birthday party coming up, so we're gonna have a big shindig. Are your kid and wife better?
Yeah, they are on the way up. He just developed a cough, but it's actually getting better now. So,
oh, good.
And then the wife's getting a lot better as well. So I'd say they're both like 75% better. So almost there.
Nice. Okay, we're 30 out, so I should probably start down. So,
yep.
So we're gonna bug up. Pattern. Let's see. Pattern altitude is 5,300. I'll just go to pattern altitude. So I'm gonna come down here and scroll in 5053, and then I'm gonna do a vertical speed. Vertical speed. And then I'm just gonna pitch, descend. How do you do that? How do you do it? How come it's not working?
Yeah, just vertical speed, and then you're just gonna wheel it up. Just a little wheel on the left, just wheel it upwards. That's gonna push you.
Oh, I have to wheel it. Okay.
Golf Charlie Whiskey Reg, thanks.
Wheel and deal.
I'll do altitude select. Bring back my speed a little bit. I'm going to cancel flight following. Salt Lake Center, Snack Air 572, cancel flight following.
Snack Air 572, Roger. It looks like there's probably 3 or 4 VFR aircraft in the vicinity of the Wendover Airport. Just use caution as you head into that way. Your radar services are terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR, and frequency change is approved.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved, and we're on the lookout for the targets. Thanks again, Snack Air 572. Alright, so we'll come down here, put in VFR, and enter. Nice, easy descent. 1,000 feet per minute is good, right?
Yeah, still more than enough.
Oh, look at that. We can go straight in. Unless we want to take the bigger runway. That one looks pretty good, though.
Thousand feet per minute, probably bring your power, your N1 sitting back to like 80% N1.
80% N1 on what?
On your throttles. 80%.
80%? I'm down at 60 something right now.
Okay, I thought you were still up there in the 90s, so that's fine.
Oh, there is an RNAV approach out here. Cool. So it's either runway yeah, it's runway 26 or 30. 26 will be good. Sync up our heading bug. And I'm going to go into... Well, I'll just leave it on nav for now. The ATC chatter sounds... Yeah, they've got that codec really squared away, for sure. All right. And the other exciting thing, if you tuned in late, as you can see, the donation goal here was for a Citation S550 for Bender, and Bender is going to paint a snack air livery for us. And it's not an easy task because the Carenado, it doesn't have a paint kit, etc. So, thank you to Dogo Doctor, Sphero 1848, and Dang Driver. Your names will be on the plane, and Bender's already on it. Nice. All right, so if I want to slow down a little bit more, it's just a matter of pulling back the throttle. Or I could do less vertical speed.
Yep, or if you need to, you can put the speed brakes out. That'll get some drag out there.
Yeah, we're slow enough. We probably don't need it, but...
Yeah. What's ETA to airport?
We are 11 out. 11 miles out.
So just so we're ahead of the game, let's go ahead and get the engine sync, put it back into the middle position, off.
Off, okay.
Ignition on.
Ignition on.
Okay, that's good for now. Just want to get those set because it's going to get kind of hectic on the way down.
Flaps 1 is what speed?
You can do 200 knots.
Okay. Uh-oh, I see someone on the runway. Oh yeah, that's the traffic he's talking about. Sync up our heading bug. We can go.
Do you have your recogs on?
Can I put my gear down?
What's your speed?
200.
Yep, you're good. 250 is max speed per gear down.
Okay, gear coming down. Alright, autopilot coming off.
Yaw damp off.
Yaw damp off.
Next notch of flaps.
One more notch of flaps.
Recog lights are on?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Landing lights and recog are on, yeah. And we got traffic on the runway.
Okay, how's your airspeed?
Sync rate.
Hold on. It's a little bit touchy here. Okay, we're at 110. I'm just keeping...
Add some power.
Yeah, I'm going to add some power for a couple of reasons. One, we got traffic on the runway, and it's not getting off the runway. And two, I'm just going to keep the speed up a little bit more because I almost stalled on that Vegas run. I got to retrim. 110. We're at 67%. Pappies are somewhat happy. Traffic on the runway switching to guns. Yeah, I hope he gets off. I'll be curious if we made any money on this run. I hope we did.
Like to stay around 120 at all times if you can.
Okay, speed coming up.
It's
So
a good number because you're able to. You don't want to get that close to stall speed, especially being down to at ref. If anything happens, you still have one more notch of flaps you got to put in too. So.
Okay, but over the threshold, I should be at lower than 120, right?
Yeah, you can start pulling the power back, and then obviously get down to like once you know you made the payment, you can be like 115 to 110, and land anywhere from 105 to 100.
Okay. A little bit high, and that aircraft is clear of the runway. Get your landing guesses in now. Pappies are still not happy.
$100.
100 feet above.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
just got hosted with the most dead.
Marcus with the host. Marcus dropping the fat host. Welcome all of Marcus viewers. Marcus, thank you for the host. Thank you for the ATC service, sir. 141. Who got? Oh, the Project Flybot's calling it today.
Delta Foxtrot Golf Charlie Whiskey. I'm unable. Actually, stand by one moment. Actually, your present position. Yeah, we can do that. Delta Foxtrot Golf Charlie Whiskey. Descend and maintain 12,000.
Down to 12,000. Delta Foxtrot Golf Charlie Whiskey.
That landing wasn't too bad.
140 is good.
Flaps 0.
Flaps going up all the way. Thank you for flying Snack Air.
You betcha.
Go grab a cold beer. Bye
Okay,
bye.
so now igniter's off. We're back to normal.
Sorry, igniter's back to normal.
Yep,
Okay,
landing lights off.
Landing lights off. Recog off. Anti-collision light off. No, anti-collision and nav on still. Yeah, flaps are clean. Where's my terminal? I guess it's over there. I'm gonna stop my FS economy flight. Oh, it already did stop it. We need some Wendover scenery here. Where is the park brake physically in the plane?
Lower left-hand side, where your left knee would be.
Okay, I see it. Yep. Okay. So who won that? That was Project Fly calling it, and Rave Wolf got it right. Oh, close Project Fly. Good call. I'm not going to do the replay yet, but yeah. Thank you, Tarv. You're awesome for helping remember that. So Rave Wolf got it. So let's give some snackies to Rave Wolf. Oh, Rave Wolf's not even here. Is he here? Rave Wolf, are you here? It's not even saying you're here. Can you guys check the chat list? How did he win? You're off to dinner. We'll report progress on the paint job on Discord. Thank you, Bender. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dogo, Sphero, and Dang Driver for donating that Cessna, or that Cessna Citation. 550 to Bender for the paint job. Very nice, very nice. You guys are awesome.
And then pitot static off. Have you got that off already?
Nope, I don't have that off. Pitot static off.
Okay.
Yeah, how do we get this plane to follow LNAV? I swear the default FMS followed LNAV in some scenarios. But maybe it's the plane's connection to the default FMC.
That could be it, yeah.
Because if it did follow the LNAV, I mean, I would fly this thing on Pilotedge a lot more. But that VFR run wasn't too bad. Is the GTN set to master device when you do that, Grau? Are you talking to me or him? I've got mine set to master right now, but...
Yeah, it's when you have the 750 installed, it automatically goes to master. So it's the primary.
So yeah, when you're using the FMS, I imagine you have to turn that GTN off. And maybe not even have the plug-in active at all. That's where you'd need to disable, re-enable. Okay. How you doing, Josh? You're getting ready for your trip. You're gonna have some good times on the East Coast. Say hello to to Max, and I think you guys are going to see Steve and say hello to Nico, and have Nico make you some nice Italian Argentinian food, or have a good time. And also, I look forward to seeing you stream in the full motion. Oh, is this ortho tarmac or no? You followed me, but it didn't work. What are you talking about, super cool guy? Welcome aboard. Thanks for the follow. What didn't work?
So you already parked?
Almost.
And once you park, make sure the flaps are set to 7 degrees because we want them set for takeoff and
Okay.
approach.
Flap 7 degrees set.
Standby gyro switch, you should put that back to the off position.
Where's that?
Down there, just to the left of the landing lights.
To the, okay, there's an off and there's a test.
Turn to off.
So, is that down? Must be down, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Delta Foxtrot Golf Charlie Whiskey is cancelling IFR.
No, yeah, it'll follow the LNAV
Delta
fine.
Correction, Delta Foxtrot Golf Charlie Whiskey IFR
Iowa.
cancellation received 1805
But
3/4 squawk and maintain VFR.
for example, if I put in,
Squawk and maintain VFR Delta Foxtrot Golf Charlie Whiskey.
if I'm doing like say the Desert 1 departure out of Salt Lake City, the Desert 1, it'll follow the LNAV, but it won't step the altitudes at present. So but yeah, I meant, did I say VNAV? Or did I say LNAV? I meant VNAV, yeah. Rudyism, hello. All right, I'm going to go see if I made any money. Ooh, there's a lot of crawling ants out there on that pavement. Must be hot out here in Wendover. Oh, we also need to do a replay. Okay, look at
Traffic.
Traffic. Yeah, we did that. We did the finish of the Project 5. Thanks, Cajun. Tarb got me on that quick. We actually made money on that flight. We'll watch it. I'll show you the rundown here in a second. No. Please do always try to remind me. Even if it is a repeat, I don't mind, because so often I forget to finish it. So I do appreciate the heads up. Are you and your son going to FS Expo possibly? I know there's a few people that are out here on the other side of the country that may not be making the jaunt out to Orlando. There's a little bumpy. Yeah, a little bumpy. Not as good as my Vegas landing, but I didn't stall, so that's good, right?
That's right.
Probably not. Flights are not cheap from here to Orlando. May change if I win the lottery or something. There you go. Yeah, it's not cheap to fly out to Florida from Utah, that's for sure. Definitely left of center line. Big runway, though. Yeah, I need to practice my flare on that one.
It's just all about the approach with the Citation. You're basically already set up. So you just need to have the angle of attack as you're coming down and just keep decreasing that throttle until you get to the runway. Nose up, nose up.
Mm-hmm. Trim.
That's right.
And then that famous steering that we got going on.